like it works for somebody else, it can work for me. It's like it isn't something that has never been done before. It's been done time and time and proof. I've seen the people lose weight. I've seen people get off medication. And so I'm a firm believer in, hey, if they could do it, I could do it. And, like I said, I got a strong mindset. I have to credit that. Um, Everybody's not built the same way. Like when I tell them some of the sacrifices I have made and what I'm making now, like on this new fitness journey, because I did have some elevated numbers at when I did my annual last year on my physical. So I was like, I was really working to get some of those numbers down, because even if you plant-based, you can still be eating some trash.
Yep.
And I learned that. I was like, man, my LDL is elevated. And like I'm preaching and I'm pushing this plant-based stuff, but I'm like, what am I eating? And so when I got with my personal trainer, he got me on this app called MyFitnessPal. I started tracking my workouts. I write down every single movement that I do. I'm like, hey, I'm doing lateral raises. I did 15 of those. Like, I develop new habits every quarter. Like I always try to, and the new habit I have now is tracking and measurements. I feel like that was my weakest area. Like I wasn't tracking money. I didn't have a budget. I wasn't tracking what I was eating. I was just a free for all for everything. And if you operate like that, your whole life would just be a surprise all the time. So I started to get serious about my finances, about my health again. Like I'm constantly reinventing myself. Like that was cool what I did years ago, and I'm so proud of that. But I'm continuously growing. And I tell people this is a journey. That was a phase in a journey, and I love that journey. I'm loving the journey that I'm on right now. Um, so I just try to inspire people with it, and let them see like, hey, I go through stuff too. I still get elevated numbers sometimes on my doctor reports. Like I still have to work at it. It's not like, hey, I've arrived. Like, hey, I lost that weight back in 2018. Oh, I can do what I want now. Nope, doesn't work like that. Like you have to continuously work at it.
So what advice would you give to someone who's like trying to get on that health journey, but they don't necessarily want to go all the way plant-based? Can you talk a little bit about how hard it was to just go plant-based and to give up meat? Because a lot of people hear plant-based and they think, I need my bacon, I need my chicken.
Right, right. For me, I always tie the result to an end goal. And what I'm trying to get, my main thing was to get off the medication and lose weight. And so I was willing to do whatever I needed to do that. And everybody's not always willing to do that. Like a lot of people, they hear things and say, oh, I know what I got to do, but are you willing to do it? Are you disciplined enough to do it? And I'm that type of person. Whatever needs to be done to get there, I will do it. And so I will give up whatever. And so for some people, I would say if you have trouble, if you don't have that type of mindset, go at it part time. Go at it a little bit at a time. Try to go at it and say, hey, let me do it part time.
Or pescatarian, something like that. Just do a kind
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah,
variation
yeah,
on it.
yeah. So slow it up, and maybe you start bit by bit and say, "Hey, let me work on breakfast first. Like maybe I'm a biscuit and eggs and pancake person. Let me try this smoothie deal out."
Mm.
And so I tell people like maybe you have to go that route where you just go at it, partially. You say, hey, I'm a part-time, I have a meatless Monday and free from meat Friday, and just take it in phases. That works for some people, you know. Um, I'm a fan of go all in. Like I feel like it's easier. It's like I tell people it's always like going to a pool and like you keep putting your foot in and you're like, oh, it's cold. Oh, it's cold. And like you keep putting your toe in, your fingers in, you put your elbow in, like, oh, it's cold. But if you just jump in the
Jump
pool
in, just jump.
and
Yep.
just take in that cold for 3 to 4 seconds, you're done with it.
Your body will adjust.
I tell people it's the same way. It's like you can tiptoe your way in this thing and you can say it's cold every day. You can come to the pool every morning and say it's cold. I don't know. And that's fine. That may work for you. Or you could just jump all in. and just say, hey, I'm gonna give it up this whole week. I got a lot of free stuff out there. I give away free guides. I do free long form videos telling people exactly what I did. So, you know, if somebody has a hard time, take it a little bit step at a time. But I would urge them to jump in the pool if they can.